last year we had a theme, the Christmas They Never Had. And the Christmas They Never Had is a reference to World War II, and in particular the Battle of the Bulge, 1944. And it was one of the coldest winters ever on record. And it became known historically as the Christmas They Never Had because such a sheer volume of men and women from the United States were involved in active duty overseas for that conflict. Edith Knowles is another member of our board. Her brother was a Medal of Honor recipient. His heroism earned him monuments on either side of the ocean. He actually jumped up in a disabled tank and took fire and just was able to operate the gun knowing full well he wasn't going to be able to escape, and continued to fire until the rest of his unit got away. In February of this year, my own son was in a car accident. He was nearly killed. And it was touch and go for many, many weeks. And one particular night I was sitting, it was about 10:30 at night, and I was sitting with my son. We'd just gotten more bad news. My husband had to go home for the other kids. So I'm sitting in the room, and I'm ready to come apart, and all of a sudden this gentleman right here comes right out of nowhere and sits in the seat next to me. And it's that kind of bond that really makes it special. In 2007, we stopped at the Bangor Auditorium, and my husband and I were being escorted up to the stage. And this man, Jim Trout, came up to me, and he was a broken man. And he had in his hand a picture of his grandson, Dustin, one of those little, like your school pictures about this big wallet size. And he pushed it in my hand, and he said, "Mrs. Worcester, I just lost my grandson. And he's not buried at Arlington, but I want you to take his picture with you." And so